What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck9916. Welcome back to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2 Hard Economy Mod. Those trees are blowing a little bit. That's an effect you don't see much. Wind. I guess it's a little windy. It's 7:42 p.m. Sun is gone down here in Naples. We are going to be headed to Cagliari on the island of Sardinia. And I think the plan is to travel around the island. We might as well hit up all three of the cities if we can. So we have a 12-hour journey ahead of us. Obviously, most of that's a ferry. So it's not going to take that long. Let's go ahead and get this thing started up into gear. And 21 tons of soy milk will follow us to Sardinia today. So pretty excited to do this delivery. We're going to make 1,040 euros, which is fantastic. I think the ferry costs like 800, but still make 300, and this is a good job financially for us. Let's turn our lights on. Good job financially, because we're gonna basically, be taking the ferry as that'll count as our rest, right? Because we are 1 hour 47 from needing to rest, and I think the ferry is gonna be less than 1 hour and 47. In fact, it should be it might be about an hour, I don't know, but it shouldn't take all that long to get to the ferry. It's in the city that we're in, so I doubt it'll be too problematic. But let's go ahead and get this truck on the road. Alright, perfect. Nice wide turn here. Whoa! What? Trailer damage? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding. Where was he? He wasn't there when I pulled out. Oh my god. Well, there goes a couple $100, plus we have 11% damage now, so... Yeah, that's... I mean, I looked to the right, there was no one coming, and then... Man, I don't know what to say about that one. That is just extremely frustrating. Once again, these AI, they see it coming, and then they don't do anything to slow down, get out of your way, anything like that. And then you have a crash. So I was just talking about how we haven't had any crashes since watch out for that. Haven't had any crashes since I started playing this game once in the fall semester for me. And there you go. There's crash number 1. So that is beyond frustrating at this point because... Oh, goodness gracious, we're trying to make frickin' money, we're trying to get another trailer, and that's $600 crash vehicle offense, which is, I mean, that's total BS right there, so... Yeah, that's just not good. I mean, there goes, like, a ton of money for us right there, and that's a whole, like, 2 episodes of work that we've lost, and we've done that before. I mean, it's just more money that we keep on losing, so... It is what it is, but I mean that's just not something that's going to be acceptable going forward, and I guess I'm just going to have to learn how these AI are and learn that, they're extremely unforgiving, and there's nothing I can really do about it, so... Let's slow down to 50. We haven't had any speeding tickets or anything, thank goodness. I really hope our engine doesn't give us trouble now. I hope we don't have truck malfunctions because of the damage that we took. Head off to the right here. What is this? This goes over the highway, it looks like. I really can't believe that. I mean, that is just so infuriating. I'm gonna have to... Oh, shut up. I don't need to listen to you yawn right now. It's still 1 hour and 26 until the rest stop. I need to turn that sound effect off. What is this? It gets on the highway going the other way? What in the world? Well, we're gonna stop and wait for all these... Where are all these cars coming from? My goodness. Okay, you are going to wait for us. And we're gonna get off here. That is a terrible design right there. Wow. My, oh my, the trouble that we are getting into just trying to get to this freaking island. And how much more do we have? 124 until the rest, so we should be okay on the rest of that. At least we can see the island by daylight once we get there. I really can't believe that happened. Just unbelievable. That is the frustration of this game in the hard economy mod. And again, I'm gonna have to view the recording of that to see if there was a car coming, but I mean, it seemed okay to me. I was just pulling out onto the road, and that car kind of, you know, I went to make my turn wide, and then I guess that's probably what happened, is the guy was coming so fast I couldn't even see him. So yeah, extremely infuriating. So there goes $600. Not sure how we're gonna get that back. At least this is a $1,000 job here. Of course, most of that's gonna go to the ferry. What was our daily profit? I think it was 700 some. And our garage says we make about 700 some a day. If you take away that loan installment, then, you know, we make about $200 a day. And if you take away the little bit in fuel and maintenance, we're probably just making $100 a day. So, I mean, that's basically a 6-day decline just from that one little moment right there, which shows just how hard this hard economy mod is and how much we really just gotta buckle down and do things right. Did not think I'd ever make a rage video on a game where you drive trucks, but there you freaking go, folks. There you freaking go. Alright, port's this way. I'd like to find a repair station and just... Might as well just shell out the money now, since it's, you know, we're not going to get anywhere anyway with how much money it's going to cost to upgrade our garage. And if the yawning would stop, it'd be really nice too. Hour 17. Where is the port? Down here. It's a long way down to this port. Naples is actually a pretty large city in this game. Kind of nice to see. I thought at first that I'd hit the curb. I didn't even realize there was a car. I thought, oh my god, is it going to give me damage for hitting the curb? And I guess it did. That's just truly unbelievable. And every time something happens, I tell myself, alright, fresh start from here. Fresh start from here. And of course that never, you know, that never really works. What is that? Centro. See, where does that road go to? This is confusing. There's a question mark down there too. I don't know if it's a driver center or something like that. 1:14 until we got a rest. I don't know why the yawning's starting at 1:30. I thought it was supposed to start at an hour. Man, does this look nice. Oh my goodness, will you look at the city lit up like that on the hills? That is gorgeous, folks. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. In the red lights flickering on the port, I feel like I'm in Seattle almost. This is just absolutely beautiful. Wow. Looking very good, Euro Truck Sim. Very good. Alright, nice wide turn here. We discovered another recruitment agency, so that'll be good for the long run. There's the boat to take us to Sardinia. See, I gotta look to the right, see if someone's coming this time. Man, look at all these trucks waiting to... It's all these trailers. What do? They drop... That's weird. They, like, drop off the trailer, and then the trucks go away. But what are all the trailers there for? You can't pick up jobs here. That's kind of interesting. Kind of bizarre. We went over that bump a little hard. Alright, looks like we're going to park next to this Russian truck here. Makes no sense at all going to Sardinia, but whatever. And Palermo is $611. Cagliari, 879 euros. So let's embark on that and head on over. Alrighty. All around the Blue Island, 1 out of 3 and 7 out of 26 for Italy. So welcome to Cagliari, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sardinia, one of the most unique places in all of Europe. A little island part of Italy that most people don't even know exists. Of course, it's not far from Corsica, which is part of France, which for some reason is not in the game. There's no cities in Corsica in the game. I really wish there were. I think that would be super cool. You could take a ferry maybe from Nice or something like that. It's also weird that Monaco's not in the game, but whatever. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and just head on straight through here. Make sure that's not going to hit. Nope, we're good. We can turn our lights off. It's well into the AM now. Man, the roads are dead right now. All the hassle of what happened yesterday is forgotten about by a nice sunrise and a nice new morning with plenty of driving still to go. Alright, 38 minutes. What do we have? We have 10 hours 56, so I think we should be able to get around the whole island without needing to rest again. Up to 50. This island, it's a lot flatter than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a real mountainous kind of thing. This is still really cool, though, to be away from the rest of the map. I mean, there's not really anywhere else in Euro Truck Sim 2 that's an island, except for the UK. But the UK, of course, is kind of big. But that does count as an island. Okay, is this guy going to yield, or is he going to cut me off? Okay, there's not a yield. There's 2 lanes, so we're good on that. And then I need to get to the right after this red light, so we'll make sure we hit the gas hard here. Another Russian trailer. Kind of weird to see that around here. Very weird. Oh, I can't even see the light. There it is. Alright, so as soon as that goes green, we're gonna... Yep, there it is. Is he gonna beat us, though? Or are we gonna beat him? It's a drag race. Headlight! Oh! It's morning! Jeez, that's such BS. Well, there goes $80 more. Jeez. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Alright, just pass me if you're not gonna let me go. I mean, the sun's up. You're gonna headlight usage offense me? Unbelievable. Is this guy turning? Yeah. Okay, I gotta watch out for this car, though. Alright, now we're good. I think the key is I just gotta use headlights as long as, like, I see other cars with them on, then I just gotta use them. Well, that's then my first ticket in a long time. This was a waste of a delivery. My goodness gracious. We ended up losing $700 and making about $400. Well, what will we make? 1,040. So yeah, we made about 200. So there goes minus like 400 some bucks right there. What do we got here? Is it actual 4-lane highways on this island? That's kind of surprising. I thought it would just be all back roads, being that it's a pretty remote area. Pretty dry area too, for sure. It's weird to think about, but we're not too far from the deserts of Africa, to be honest. Alright, back up to 80. Look at the palm trees, looking good. Look at that nice speed limit change. Alright, hopefully the only way we can make up for this waste of the last 15 minutes of my life is to have a good back into the depot. And we're just going to stop. Not going to get a red light ticket because those yellow lights are about 0.2 seconds long on this game. It's so insane. Alrighty. See, now it's tough because we just gotta pull into this area and basically wait for them to have a red light going the other way. What are you doing? Oh my god. I mean, I appreciate you letting me go, but it... Not your turn, buddy. These traffic AI are killing me. Goodness gracious. Check out this little town. This is kind of a cool area. We have a maintenance depot up here too, so maybe we can stop there and see how much it would cost to repair. I mean, it's going to be over 1,000. It's definitely going to be a couple thousand to repair my truck at this point. I think, honestly, I'll just keep driving with this slight damage that we have. It's only 11%. I mean, we got all the way to here without any problems, so hopefully it'll stay that way, I'm thinking. Otto D. Alonso. Well, huh. That's interesting. I wonder if that's Fernando Alonso. Transport Mediterranean. Trasporti Mediterraneaneo. Okay, I did not see that. I read it in English. Because I only saw half the word. Hey, we don't gotta go to the back this time. Alright, nice. Alright, so it's been a really rough journey, multiple mistakes, but let's finish it out with a proper back-in on the spot as we know how to do it. I've been doing better on these recently. Excuse me. Turn that wheel all the way. I think we need to pull up more. I think we're, yeah. This is not going to work because it's just we don't have enough room to go forward. So what we're going to do is loop around and come in from the other side, I think. That would be better. Make sure you give yourself room to do it before you do it, I suppose. It's also kind of weird. There's like a lane to go each way in this depot. That's very kind of interesting. Alrighty. So, into reverse. Let's not hit the truck off the front here. We want to actually kind of back away from that wall here. We don't want to... I want to get good at this using just my mirrors. Alright, do we have room here? Yeah, looks like we have room. No light poles, nothing else on that front. And we're just gonna pivot this thing. And then use the little trick that I've been using, which is just move the truck itself. It doesn't even move the trailer, it just pivots. And that is how to get yourself out of a little jam when we were in. It is easier when you can look out the left, because I can just glance out the window here. Okay. So then if we just go like that... I haven't done one to the left in a while, to be honest. They seem to always be to the right. It's probably on purpose to make it harder. Hard economy, hard back-ends. The goal is to not have to go forward to readjust it. That, to me, will count as success. We can change lining it up a whole bunch of times, but if we can back it in without having to, you know, pull back out, mess the whole thing up, come back again, in my mind, that is a successful delivery. Because you think about real life, it's really going to be one motion to back that thing up. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. Make sure it's straight. And stop that there. It's a little bit crooked, but it's good enough. It looks pretty decent to me. 63 kilometers, 13 hours, and there's our $1,000, so we at least get a little bit of money back. But what can we earn here? I'd like to stay on this island. We could go to Sassari and make 354 for a 3-hour drive. Canzaro, Rome. We want to stay on the island. So that's Parma. That's a long way. Holy cow. 25 hours. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, if we haul, I think these nuts, 18 tons of nuts from Cagliari to Sassari. That'll get us 354 euros. And yeah, that'll be good. So I think we can do that and then make that money back from what we lost and slowly come back to where we need to be. Alright, up in the drive, park and brake off, and let's do our 3-hour drive, which will be the rest of the episode today. That'll be it after this. Thank you, Transporti Mediterraneo, however you say it. So I have no idea. Okay, we're gonna have to make sure that that right side of the truck stays clear there. Yep, that is all good. Clear on the left. Well done. I'm not hitting any walls today. I'm just gonna ignore the maintenance depot for now. We're just gonna enjoy a nice scenic drive through Sardinia. Let's see, what do we got here? A highway the whole way, it looks like? Looks like it's just one highway all the way up. It should be a pretty straight shot here. From Cagliari up to Sassari. Oh, look at that. That's a cool... I didn't even see that on the way in. That's a cool old destroyed building. Cool little gas station too with, look at the solar panels behind it. The gas stations in Italy look really good. They actually remind me of the gas stations in Russia, which makes sense. I mean, those are back-to-back DLCs. And I think it's, you know, one of those things that SCS has really been working on improving throughout the time that this game has been out is the gas stations. And I think they've done a good job with it. Alrighty. I'd have to wonder how much money I've lost from tickets, fines, and truck damage. I mean, to be honest, it's probably less than $10,000, which is how much I lost by buying that trailer when I shouldn't have bought it. So if you think about it, I mean, maybe it's not as awful as I make it out to be. I mean, I've had a couple other incursions, I've had some other accidents. But, you know, nothing's as bad as losing $10,000. It's just this extra time that you gotta work for everything, I suppose. I guess our workaround could be to buy a truck not from Scania, but I like having Scanias. We could always sell it down the road if we bought another truck maker. Alrighty, finally a somewhat normal highway entry. This is still not like anything you'd see in the US. Look at the billboards on that. Was that a building over there or a wall? I think it's a building. Billboards are so ugly. Alright, who's coming? A car and no one behind the car. What's that truck with a down arrow? Or are they having a... Is it like a heavy... Yeah, there's a heavy load back there. I think that's what that is. Well, that's cool. Because I know that you can do special delivery on Euro Truck Sim 2. No, it's a regular truck. I was thinking it was maybe someone else carrying a special delivery or a heavy load or an oversized load. That would be a cool thing to see drive around. People having oversized loads and stuff like that, that would be super awesome. I guess that is for the future, though. Alright, 2 hours, 31 minutes, so let's just try to enjoy this drive through Sardinia, through the little island. What do we have here? How far is it? It's like Naples to Rome, which is what we did in the last episode. Why are these all like... Man, the road discovery is so tough. Because in some of these intersections, you got to go through like every lane. I think it should just give you the intersection, to be honest. It's very, like, that's going to make getting that 100% of the map explored almost impossible. Which it's almost impossible as it is, because you got to go through every part of every town, and it's just a mess. But I guess that's what it's all about, is truly exploring the whole map. I don't think I'd ever get that. I think it's called the Pathfinder achievement to get 100% of the map. And I currently have 14.09% of the map explored, which is crazy because if you think about it, I mean, we've done all of Scandinavia, or most of it, most of the beyond the Baltic, most of going east, over half of Italy now. I mean, we've seen huge areas of the map. What's left is France, Germany, and England, and you'd think we'd be maybe 30% in, but it's just so many side streets and stuff like that. I mean, there might even be places, I don't know, let's see, are there places in Stockholm that we've actually never been to before? Obviously, we haven't been to Södertälje yet. Yeah, look, we haven't even been to this outer part of Stockholm, nor this little road back here behind IKEA, because there's no reason, unless you take a job from there and go down to the ferry, there's no reason to. We've never been in there, that interchange, and that's all in our home city, and there's still a whole bunch that we haven't explored, so yeah, it's kind of interesting. Look at those trees up there. That looks like a safari type something. See, this is what I expect this island to look like. This is really beautiful. Once again, these hills remind me, that color of those hills almost reminds me of driving through Pennsylvania, but then you see the dry brush and it looks nothing like it. It just looks like such a drier climate. I think it's the shape of the hills that's familiar, though. What are those big tall trees? That's pretty interesting. Those really look like they'd be safari trees or something like that. Just the way there's no leaves until the very top of them is pretty interesting. Thought I saw cows in there. It's definitely a pretty deserted island. There's not that much stuff on it. Oh, look at this iPhone X, 1,194 euros. Pretty expensive. Such is an iPhone, though. That's pretty cool. I wish I could, more than anything, I wish I could pay off my loan. Because, I mean, it's like 180,000 left on it. If I could just pay it off, and then, you know, you don't have that minus 500 a day, then I'm making, you know, $700 a day instead of 200. And, you know, when something happens, it won't be as bad. But secondly, we're actually gonna, you know, collect a lot of money and make a lot of money, which would be awesome. So sorry, and Olbia that way. I wonder why that road even exists. I wonder if there's some sort of a job terminal in the remote parts of this island. What would even be the industry here? Is it, I mean, I'm sure there's like some wine growing like everywhere in Italy, but then again, maybe not. I don't know. It's very remote. I couldn't even imagine living on an island like this. I don't think it's super populated or anything. Sempre pronti. Nutella. That's sweet. I'm loving the real advertisements mods. I hate billboards, but if they're gonna be there, they might as well be realistic. Man, I could go for some Nutella right now. Check out that road down there. That's cool. Wow. That's fantastic. My local pizza shop has a thing called Nutella City Sticks, and they're basically, they're breadsticks covered in cinnamon, baked with cinnamon, and then there's Nutella on them, and it's awesome. There's the loan installment. So we're back under 75,000. See, that's what the killer is. I was thinking we're almost back to 76,000, and then that happens, and you're back down again. All right, 40 kilometers an hour now. Mulgaria to the right. Must be a small little town on the island or something. Kind of big mountain down there. I don't think... Is this a volcanic island? I don't know. I know that Sicily is, and obviously we'll see the volcano there soon, which is going to be so exciting. But I don't think that this is a volcanic island, and I don't know why the speed limit had to drop like that. I guess for the interchange. It's so annoying, though. So sorry, here we come. Slowly but surely making our way. Oh, there's a house down there. At the very bottom of that cliff, there's a house. You wonder how someone would choose to build down there. I mean, there's probably such a risk of floods, and plus it's hard to get anywhere. If you're at the bottom of a hill, you gotta go anywhere out of your house, and you gotta climb up a mountain. I'm sure there's some kind of road down there, but still, it's a wild place to live. See, you think out here would be, this is where you'd want a house. You got a nice field, got some farmland to grow your crops. So cool. And I think back in the day, I mean, until recently, people didn't really travel. If you were born on this island, unless you were like an elite, you might get to go somewhere else, but even then, somewhere else was maybe Rome. And you only went there once or twice in your life. I mean, people they'd be born and die on the same place, and they'd never leave. Up until the last maybe 200 years, and then the train came, and planes and better boats, and that's what changed everything. 400 years ago, 1700s, people weren't going places. They weren't exploring the islands. These people on this island had no idea Sweden even existed, probably. Swedish people probably had no idea this island ever existed. And that's what's crazy, is how in Europe, it's just so cool. The culture all kind of grew by itself, and different cultures grew independently, yet they still traded with each other, and they didn't. It's funny, because like, this could have traded with someone else, who traded with someone else, who traded with someone else. Do that a couple more times, you get all the way to Sweden. And the two ends of the line might have not known each other, but it's like, you know someone, it's like 7 degrees of separation type of thing, right? I think they say we're all within 7 degrees of separation or something. So sorry discovered, 2 out of 3 for all around the Blue Island, so we'll get 3 out of 3 here soon, and then 8 out of 26 for Italy. So yeah, we're about a third of the way through Italia already, which is super awesome. Has not taken us very long to get through this part of the map at all. Alright, anyone to our right? Nope. No one's there. Don't need another accident, not in a roundabout. We don't need another accident at all. Alright, to 50. Where do we enter? Is this the gate? Oh no, that's a... What is that? The rail tracks end. That's weird. Very weird. Very cool, though. Whatever it may be. Alright, what is this? Cesar Supermercato. Well, Mercado means market, I assume. It's interesting. There's a restaurant in Pittsburgh named Siena Mercato. So I'll have to figure out what Siena means. Is that sunny? Sunny market? I don't know. I have no idea. But let's go ahead and deliver this. Oh, this is a gimme. They're playing easy on us today. That's good though. Sometimes when you've had a rough day, and sometimes luck will find you, and obviously I put myself in that situation, but sometimes it's nice to have an easy one from time to time. Watch me still mess it up, though. Clear out the right. What's going on here? Okay. So we just got it back straight up until it's time to angle it in. It's so hard when you can hardly see it. We're a little too soon to turn. Not if we do it slowly. Yeah, now it's in there. Now turn it. Okay. Overdid it a little bit there, but that's okay. Whoa, I did screw that up. I did screw that up. Okay. So this episode's going to end the way it started, with me being awful. Look out the back. You get flustered, and sometimes you gotta just stop and move on to the next one. Overdid it. Alright, that looks good to me. Nice and straight. Parking brake on, engine off. It's still a little crooked. Whatever. We gotta move on past this episode. I gotta not play this for a day, because this was awful. Next episode, we want to go to Olbia. Oh, look at that. There's a job to Olbia. Perfecto. 20 tons used packaging. We'll get $203 and slowly dig ourselves out of the hole that we put ourselves in. So that'll be the next episode, guys. We'll finish exploring this beautiful island. And maybe hopefully take one more job down to Cagliari, and then over to Sicily in the next episode is the plan. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. For now, we'll see you next time. I'm Mr. Affleck 9916. Peace.